Hello, welcome to Centennial Hall, room 3105. I'm going to give you a rundown on how the audio-video system works in here. Up here at the teacher station, we have our touch panel that's going to control just about everything we need in the room. Right now we're on the startup page, and there's a button that says press here to begin. When I press it, it's going to give me the projector mode options. Do I want to use just the left or just the right projector, use both projectors, or don't use a projector at all? We'll go ahead and use both projectors, and when I hit that button, it powers on both of the projectors and brings the screen down from the ceiling. Now that whole process takes just over a minute, so while that's happening, we get a little wait screen here on our touch panel. We'll know we're ready to go when that wait screen turns to our main page. So while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the lights in the room. The lights can be controlled from the right side of the touch panel here. We have a lights all on, 2 lecture settings, one using the whiteboard lights and one not using those whiteboard lights, a theater setting, and a lights all off button. Now those presets can be accessed from the panel on the wall here as well. There are 5 buttons here that correspond with those 5 that I just showed you on the touch panel, and each door has a main switch for on-off as you come in. We also have a wireless microphone here in the room, and if I pick up the wireless microphone and go to the top of the unit, I can click the button on. That's going to power on the wireless microphone, and then anything I say into the wireless microphone is going to be reinforced in the speakers throughout the room. Now if I need to turn the volume up or down on the wireless microphone based on where I'm wearing it or how loud my voice is, then I'll have to come back to the touch screen. And you'll see our touch screen now has come to the main page. And on the main page here in the bottom right, we have a button that says Audio Control. When I press that Audio Control button, I get some options, and on the left-hand side is our wireless microphone. I can turn it up or down or mute it, and when I get it set to where I want, I press the back button to get back to my main page. A quick reminder that when you're done using the wireless microphone, please remember to click the button off because the battery will completely drain even if you're not using it if it's powered on. Okay, so now we can come to our touch panel and we can go through how to put things up on the screen in the front of the room. The first thing we're going to notice on the main page is that at the top of the page there are 2 tabs. There's a left projector tab and a right projector tab. Whichever tab is highlighted is the only projector that's going to switch. So right now, since the left projector is selected, anything I switch will switch on the left projector only. If I want to switch the right projector, I need to hit the right projector tab. So right now you'll notice that PC is selected on the right projector, and PC is also selected on the left projector. So if we look at the front of the room, of course, on both screens, we're going to get the PC. A quick note on the PC is that you'll have to log into the PC when you come into the room. It's located right here, but it should be powered on for you. But the username will be the first part of your UWL email address, and the password is going to be your UWL net ID. So make sure you log on individually when you come in and then log out when you're finished. Okay, now we can come on our what I'll call our source select row here. And the next couple buttons on our source select row are our laptop options. We have a VGA laptop and a digital laptop or an HDMI laptop. Those cables are located on the desk here in this little cable cubby. We have the HDMI cable and the VGA cable, and there's also a power supply down in there, so you can plug your laptop right in. You don't have to rely on the battery. For the demonstration here, I'll go ahead and pull the VGA cable out, and I'm going to plug it into my laptop. Then I'm going to take the audio cable, and I'm going to plug that right into the headphone jack on my laptop. Now my laptop's ready to go, so I come over to the screen here, and since I'm using the VGA connection, I'm going to go ahead and hit the regular laptop button, and then my laptop should show up on the screen. Now it's only going to show up on the left projector because left projector was the tab that was selected. If your laptop doesn't show up right away when you hit that button, it's probably because you're not in the correct mode to see an external projector on your laptop. You can go through your control panel to change that, or on a Windows keyboard, the shortcut is to hold down the function key and press F8. Now you'll either get a little menu or it'll go through these options automatically, and just make sure you go to the duplicate mode so that whatever you're showing on your laptop is going to show up on the screen as well. The next thing we have on our source select row is our Blu-ray button. When I hit the Blu-ray button, whoops, I hit the projector tab there. When I hit the Blu-ray button, it's going to bring up the menu there. Our controls for the Blu-ray are right here, play and stop on the left, navigation and menus on the right. This full screen video button will just give you a little bit bigger screen to preview what you're doing there. You can hit the back button to get back to our main area. The Blu-ray player is located on the right side of the teacher station, right under here. You can use the front panel controls as well. And I'll just make a quick note that with the Blu-ray player, you can play your regular DVDs or your CDs or whatever. It doesn't have to be a Blu-ray disc. Okay, this is also a good time to mention the volume. Volume is controlled by the knob right here on the bottom of the screen. Turn it to the left and to the right to adjust the volume level. And a note on the volume is that right now on our left projector we have Blu-ray, and on our right projector we have the PC. But the only audio that we're going to hear in the room is the audio from our Blu-ray player. And the reason for that is the Blu-ray button is the last button or the most recent button that I pressed. So whatever button you pressed most recently is what you're going to hear on the audio and what you're going to be able to adjust using the volume knob. The next thing we can go through is the document camera. It's right here on the right-hand side of the teacher station. I'll press the power button. Green light is going to blink. When that green light becomes solid, I'll know the document camera is ready to go. My advanced features are up here by the camera. I can zoom in and out using this zoom wheel. I have manual and autofocus, freeze, and some other options up there. Okay, the document camera is ready to go, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit the document camera button, and once again I'm on the left projector tab, so the left projector is going to switch to the document camera. Now as you'll see, it takes just a couple of seconds for the document camera to come up. That's just because everything is syncing together. So now I have a document camera on the left and the PC is still on the right. The last button we'll talk about here is our auxiliary button. When I press the auxiliary button, I'm going to get a sub-menu. It gives me the choice between S-video and composite video, and those connections are right back down in our cable cubby. They share the audio, so you'll always plug your audio into these two jacks. Your S-video is over here, composite video is here. And what that would be used for is if you had an external device like your video camera or an iPod or something like that, and you wanted to see or hear that device, you go ahead and plug it into our jacks here, select auxiliary, and then you can use your device to control what shows up on the screens. On the left-hand side of our touch panel, we have our mute and unmute buttons, and they're a little bit more sophisticated than just mute and unmute. Our left projector mute button, when I hit that, it's not only going to mute the projector video without powering anything down, it's also going to bring the screen up. So I'll go ahead and do that. And now you'll notice on our left screen that our video has been muted and that our screen is going up, and that allows me to be able to use the whiteboard. Now I can use the whiteboard, and I still have something up on the right-hand screen, so I still have my PC there, and I can write on the whiteboard. And when I'm ready to go back to my normal dual projector mode, I can just come back and hit the left projector unmute. That will unmute the video, bring the screen back down, and then we're back into our regular mode. Obviously, the right projector mute and unmute do the same thing, just with the right projector. The bottom button here is our help button. That's an important button. When I hit the help button, the names and phone numbers of a couple members of the Academic Technology Services staff pop up. And those are the phone numbers that you'll call if you ever have any problems during class or if you ever have any questions or concerns. Okay, I can hit the OK button on my help screen there to get back to the main screen. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a button that says System Off. I'm going to go ahead and hit the System Off button. It's going to ask if I really want to power the system down, and I'm going to go ahead and click yes in a second. That's going to power down both the projectors, which is important so that we save the life of the projector bulbs, and it'll bring the screens back up and put the room back into the normal mode. So that's it for the little demonstration. I'm just going to remind you that if you ever have any questions or concerns, please contact Academic Technology Services, and we'd be happy to help. Thank you.